Joe Biden did an interview with Good Morning America this morning. ABC said Stephanopoulos would be asking the tough questions. But did he?
Great question. Let's go ahead, Sean, and play the first question.
I do want to start with that warning from Dr. Fauci that we're going to hear in the Senate today, saying there will be needless suffering and death if a country opens too quickly. Meantime, President Trump is arguing that Democratic governors in Pennsylvania and other states are moving too slowly for, he says, political purposes. So do you believe states are opening up too quickly or too slowly? If you were president right now, what would you be telling governors to do?
Rate it, John, good or bad?
I think this is a B. He could have done a better job. Good lead with the pandemic. But at the end of the day, he basically made it an anti-Trump question instead of just saying, what would you do differently, which would have been the straight up question.
Yeah, you're right. He teed him up to make it an
right. Make it anti-Trump.
Like
yeah.
All right, let's go to number 2.
The president said that he has met the moment on testing and prevailed on testing. In your Washington Post op-ed yesterday, you accused the president of lying about that when he said anyone who wants a test can get a test. He repeated that at the press conference yesterday.
I don't think that's a question.
It was just open-ended.
Right, that was an open-ended, you put the ball on the tee and let you go off on Trump for a while. That wasn't a question, never mind a tough question.
And he brought up his own op-ed so that you could tee off on that, which is very interesting. All right, let's go to number 3.
Right.
I do want to ask you about Michael Flynn, the former national security advisor to President Trump, and the move by the Justice Department last week to dismiss the case against him for lying to the FBI. The president said yesterday that that move is justified because President Obama targeted Flynn. He called it, quote, the biggest political crime in U.S. history. Your former Senate colleague, Charles Grassley, has added that Flynn was entrapped and asked on the Senate floor, what did Obama and Biden know? When did they know it? So what did you know about those moves to investigate Michael Flynn? And was there anything improper done? I do want to press that. You say you didn't know anything about it, but you were reported to be at a January 5th, 2017 meeting where you and the president were briefed on the FBI's plan to question Michael Flynn over those conversations he had with the Russian ambassador Kislyak.
All right, so we showed back-to-back questions because Stephanopoulos followed up. So, Sean, what do you?
We followed up because Biden actually didn't answer the question, as he said. He kind of, and then Biden says, "I didn't know that that's what you're asking about." So, first, I love the sigh. I mean, that rate's very high. I think you give an A on the sigh scale. But the thing that I thought was fascinating there is that Stephanopoulos could have gotten to the bottom line. There's a lot of information that has come out now about what was going on at the time in terms of the surveillance, in terms of who knew what. Sally Yates, the former acting attorney general. All of these things have been known, and instead, once again, he makes the question about Trump. Instead of saying, here's the evidence about what you apparently knew, how do you react to this? And that's where he let him off the hook.
Yeah, he did let him off the hook. I like that he did follow up, but the next question we're about
did he let him off the hook, or did he give him a lifeline? That's what I think he did. He basically said, hey, you screwed up. I don't want you on the record, so let's let you fix it.
And let's go to the next question is essentially what he did. So let's play the next question.
Was the Justice Department right to drop those charges against Michael Flynn?
Sean?
You know, again, fair enough. But at the end of the day, is this always about Flynn? They have a responsibility based on the evidence that's come out about what they did. The question should be, did you do anything improper? That's the question. Not make it about Flynn, which is one of the Trump guys. It's always about Trump with George. Right now, it should be about Biden and what he knew and when he knew it.
So he punted, essentially, by giving him that question. So Not a good question from your standpoint. All right, let's do the next question.
When do you expect to get out on the campaign trail?
All right. Great on this one.
Oh, my God.
That was a pretty fast question.
I mean, seriously, that wasn't like a softball. That was a beach ball.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. You can't completely call that a tough question. All right.
Well, I don't even know if it's a question because no one can even answer it because no one knows the answer to that.
No, but again, it's silly.
All right. Let's go to the next one.
On these allegations from Tara Reade, I know you've denied them, but you've also said that women should be believed. So what do you say to Americans who believe Tara Reade and won't vote for you because of it?
All right, well, he did bring up Tara Reade. What do you think?
He gets credit for bringing up Tara Reade, but look what he did. He said, what do you tell people who don't want to vote for you because of it? Not, did you do it? Not, hey, by the way, there's now a contemporaneous report that came out in 1996 where she told multiple people. Not, how do you square this with what you said about Kavanaugh? None of those important questions. It was, what do you say to people who don't want to vote for you because of this? Well, that's and Biden actually answered it really well because it wasn't a tough question.
Yeah, it wasn't another punt opportunity for him. He could have made it a really difficult question, bringing up Tara Reade.
That's right.
Will you release what's
Right.
at the
There's
University
so many
of Delaware.
pieces of this.
That's
Absolutely.
what you could have brought up.
Absolutely.
So there are many times when you thought it was going to be good, and then at the very end he turned. So overall, Sean, give a rating of the questions, all 6 of them.
I mean, I'd say C+ at best, and that's grading on a curve.
Well, I thought earlier, Roger Frisk said, this is morning news, they shouldn't be tough. But I think the one thing to hold Good Morning America to is they tease this entire thing.
That's right.
Is we are going to ask the tough questions. Well, let's see them. They didn't deliver this time, I think. All right, well, stick with us. You'll meet our good guys next.